Hello, everyone. Kim Victoria here with my latest adventure in creativity with this particular journal. Now, I am definitely going to be making another journal similar to this, but I decided I'd just go ahead and do a flip through of this pretty black and white journal. I'm very happy with how this came out. I wish you could feel this because this is a velour paper. So this was another part of the collection of paper that was given to me after the fire. And, a lot of the things that go in were found at yard sales and thrift shops and that sort of thing. So I have found just some marvelous things. Family members have given me things. I think this came out so pretty. So I'm very pleased with it. And this was a challenge, okay? I give myself challenges and always have with art, which is to set a certain parameter for what I'm going to do. This particular one was, well, I have this bin full of black and white, things that are just black and white, beautiful papers. And there was this whole collection of papers that had to do with this kind of brocade, damask, wallpapery kind of theme. And I found this ribbon at one of the stores that was on super sale, so grabbed up a couple of those. So let's do a flip through. And then I'm going to do another video where I show process. But this one, I didn't film any of the process. This one is just what I made in the last week. So there was probably about 3 days plus on this. And what you're seeing is a cardboard cover. It was a cereal box that I covered completely in black cloth, black cotton cloth. And so we have beautifully flexible and sturdy cover that's wonderfully flexible. This is paper securely glued on. I used the acetone glue for it, and it's very strong. So, and it lays very flat. I really wanted to do an upgrade on this particular journal and journals going forward. I won't probably always do this, but what I want you to see is that this has the separate hidden spine. And I learned this from Tina. Her channel's Frida from Mel, and I'm going to give you that link so that you can go watch. And I watched her tutorial on doing this 3 times so that I would do a really, really good job because I hadn't done it this way before. I did it a little differently than she did, which I'll go through, but this was definitely inspired by her autumn journal, which I did purchase. And I have a whole video, which I will link because I bought the very journal which is teaching this hidden spine technique. And so I dedicate this video to Tina and her wonderful instruction. So you just have to be patient and if you're learning how to do this because it just makes such a nice finish to the journal, and I used some of her embellishing and that sort of thing. But the first thing I did was I made the signatures because I had all this black and white stuff. So I made the signatures and then I decided how I was going to make the cover. So, sometimes you might make the cover and then make the signatures to go with it. And, anything goes with this creative process. And that's how I did this one is I made the signatures and I'll go through that. I made 2 signatures for this one. I was going to make 3, but they just kept getting fatter and fatter, and I was measuring them and going like, okay, I think I'm just going to do 2. So you can see nice flexibility. So that means it's going to be really nice for writing. And this is another thing that Tina did was these flip outs. And hers, she did a little differently. Of course, I did them differently than her. But I did include these, you can see here's that same ribbon that's part of the pocket. It's a paper pocket with this glued on. And that looks really pretty. And we have a little pocket up here. And so I made lots of little things to tuck into the various pocket places. And this was another kind of ribbon. And this, I just was going through and going like, okay, what can I do to really stick with a theme? Also, when I sell this journal, it will come with more of the velour paper and the various papers used inside so that whoever has this is going to be able to have fun making their own embellishments. I also had a little kit of die cuts, and you're going to see those throughout. So there's all that sort of thing. Now, the other thing that's really different about this journal, one of the things that's very different, is that I also had some chalkboard panels. So this journal comes with chalk and a white gel pen, and I need to go shopping and buy a white gel pen because that is part of the kit that's going with this journal. And this was a wall sticker. So this is a chalkboard panel. So this is just another thing that you can um, play with. So I made it really long because this is double the size. This goes all the way around. So there's some of that. I did rubber stamping. This edging that I did is actually folded over tissue paper that's glued together and then stitched on, and you can see the stitching. So I sewed it on, and it just made this really pretty edge to the whole thing that I thought was fun. I've never done that before. And this is, again, this is um, chalkboard paper. So this kind of fun. And I have this punch. So I was doing some really different things. And you can see the other thing that I did is I have this beautiful stencil that matches the theme. And I got this stencil from Stencil Girl Products, and I will put that link down below. And I don't earn any money by mentioning any companies. I just want to inform you of what's available. And this is some lined paper that I print out from my own document. So there's lots of journaling. This is really mainly a journaling journal. It's for writing. And I have some of these little fun flip out things in here. And this is a little Velcro. We have another pocket. I was having fun with that stencil and created a few of these sorts of little things, just a little writing spot you can tuck in. This is from that little kit, and I made a little tassel for it. So I really wanted to use up as much of the black and white kit stuff that I had. And this is a piece of vellum, and I did that edging on it, which shows underneath. Another thing that I have is some coloring books with these beautiful designs in them. So you're going to find a lot of bits and pieces and interesting little things tucked in using that edging. Lots of fun stuff. This again, this is a gel pen paper. That's specifically what this is for. So this journal comes with a white gel pen. And this scrapbook kit also had this beautiful matching transparency films. So again, another one of those coloring book pages tucked in there. Coloring book page, creating a flip out and a pocket. Lots of fun stuff. This is from the little die cut kit. Some more of the scrapbook paper from that kit. This is from the little die cut kit. And this, I had all these little scrappy squares. So I just nested a few of them together and tied them together with some embroidery floss. Yeah, I think I used cording though for the signatures. So this is another piece of chalkboard paper. A little more fun stuff to play with. This is offcut from that clear acetate, which could become like a little tuck spot. This is some more of that same ribbon, but it has a little pocket. I thought that would be kind of fun. This is some more of the gel pen paper. There's 2 sheets there. And a pretty tag. This is using that stencil. So stencils can be used to make really pretty tags, inked around the edges, and I made a little black and white tassel to go with that out of embroidery floss. And yes, I used waxed cording for the 5-hole pamphlet stitch that I used on the signatures because they're a little taller. These are 9 inches, and being a little taller, I decided a 5-hole pamphlet stitch would be nicer for this particular application. And another little flip out with another little tuck spot, lots of stenciling throughout. This is a rubber stamp. This was one of my old designs. And these are stickers. They're like wall stickers, tile stickers. There's a lot of that available now where you can get these stickers for the wall. But why not add them to some cardstock? And they're very pretty and they fit the theme so well. Lots of stitched places. In this side, I put a little notebook. In that tuck spot, another gel page. Here's the other side of the coloring book with another piece of that, the other side of the vellum with that beautiful edging. This is another little fold out piece. Just a nice little tag. Lots of writing, chalkboard paper. Use the edging, rubber stamped. And here's the other side of, this is a heavy cardstock with that backside of the chalkboard sticker. And I had to cut it in order to put it on the 2 sides, and I had to cut it here so that it would fold, very stiff, some kind of a vinyl or plastic. But it looks really pretty here, and I did some extra gluing to make sure it would stay put, and the other side of the doily. And I decided it would be fun to put a ribbon bookmark. So I just glued it in place here. And these are buttons. These are shank buttons. I went through my button stash. I didn't have any black beads, but that looks very cute. And that is a great thing to have as a bookmark. So that's what that is. And this is, you can tuck it in anywhere you want. So these are brads. And so the pages can be replaced. This is some real heavy cardstock. And I alternated it with the gel pen papers. So fun options, right? And that can tuck in anywhere. So I'm just going to kind of put it there for the moment. And this signature is pretty much the same as the other signatures. A few of the little tucked in things are slightly different. Again, we have one of those little flip out envelope. And I just put a piece of vellum to create a writing spot, but still see that decoration underneath on the scrapbook paper. So pretty. This is a sticky back bit of ribbon that I have. So we have a different coloring book page. Another one of these little flippy things. Gel pen. A different mandala page. Coloring book. Fits in there nicely. And there's another one of those. So stencils Stencils can be really, really fun to play with. I'm discovering more about stencils, more than I had played with them before. Another piece of the thinner scrapbook paper, but great for all of these little pockets and things. And this one, instead of the ribbon, I used the scrapbook paper as a layer on a piece of cardstock tag. Makes a fun little option. This is the chalkboard paper, and this is the gel pen paper. And some more of those that came with the kit. And that's one of my old rubber stamps. I don't have them anymore. I discontinued that line. But that has given me time to make this sort of thing and do more painting. Some more offcuts turned into kind of a little thing there. More stenciling on a big tag with embroidery floss as a tassel. So that was something different for me to do also. So I was trying out different things. Now we have something different in this signature. This is just a little bitty notepad that fits in there because of what's on the other side. We have another one of these fold outs with a pocket. And so this is the other side of this. And I didn't put anything in here. I'm leaving this one for the creator who owns this journal. So they can put whatever they want in there, a photograph or a little piece of art. But this is such a pretty picture frame, and it came with the die cut kit. So why not? And another one of those little booklet notepad things. And more of the gel pen paper. The backside of the coloring book, more vellum. Another little fold out. Part of that kit. And then I just had this little scrappy bit. So different kind of tech. This could actually become, you could actually put a paper clip on here, and this could be that kind of a bookmark. I didn't make it into a hidden paper clip, but that would have been an option. And here we have the last of this, and that's more of that chalkboard panel. And on this end, this is all stenciled. I did this with white dye ink. So this was, I'll have to demonstrate that in the future. And on this side, I decided I would make a pocket. It's stenciled, and this is a pocket for the writing board. So this is a really sturdy writing board. And that fits into this pocket, which I did by, I folded it, a little hard to show. There is a 1/8 inch, what would you call that? It's not a spine, but I created a pocket, a thick pocket, by making it 1/8 inch with 2 folds, and then there's a 1/2 inch for the glue down. So this sits perfectly in that because this is also about 1/8 of an inch. So it's really nice. And the other thing about this structure that I learned from Tina, although she did it with a belly band, and I decided I would go with a pocket instead, is that when you fold this in, that writing board is not going to fall out. It's nice and secure because it's on this inside cover. And you can see the inside cover is it's got fabric that's been folded in, and I'll be doing this again when I do the how-to tutorial. And it will look a little different because I'll do something different. I don't have all the same papers. But there is your flip through for this journal. Yeah, see how pretty it is? It's really nice. And that was my challenge, was that I wanted to do absolutely nothing but black and white. And that can be quite a challenge because, so many papers, you're going to have these other colors. So I only used black and white ink, and everything needed to be black and white. That's just how I decided to do it. And this bow can be fully on the side, or you can do it on top, as I did here. Oops, I'll go around this way and tuck that in. And you get the pretty bow. I have to finagle with it a little bit, but it sure comes out nice. Anyway, so there is the black and white journal. That is my project for this past week. And I hope you got some ideas just from looking at this. Those of you who are creators, sometimes all you need to do is have something that gives you a new idea and sparks your imagination. So this was fun. It's very tactile. This is a very satiny ribbon, and then we have the velour, and then we have the different textures of the papers for the chalkboard and the gel pen. And so I thank you very much for watching. I thank you for being here. You know, I've got some new subscribers. Thank you for joining. I hope I inspire. And so the next videos are going to be about, there's going to be quite a few videos, I think, for this black and white, because I have quite a lot of black and white paper. And things, but I think I'm not going to be purely black and white. This one is absolutely purely black and white, and I think the other ones I'll give myself a little more latitude. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.